Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Panther Street. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
They begin with a run by Miller. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Maverick. 18 Rattler.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
70 Rangers.
They'll set up to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 10.
Cup 19. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play, nerves come into play, and despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
7 Pirates. Panther 11. Mustang 19. Hey, smash Broncos. Go.
Back to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Go, Reed, go.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Hey, check that. Street. Let's go, Combo. Come on, let's go. Go, check.
On second down, here's Miller. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
19 tight. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Dragon 60. Street. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Chris Olave.
A 9-yard touchdown ground.
And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
On the double. Check, smash.
A play fake. Now Stanley.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Stanley. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Here's Stanley to throw.
This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Red, yellow. Red, cycle. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Goes to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 45 yards. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
7-7, our score after one.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
They'll run it again with Miller. Stiff-armed him.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Let's go now.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer.
In motion comes the tight end left.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check. Hurt. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Got it. Ready? Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Panther Street. Panther Street. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Stanley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Stanley. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 81 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Ready?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Big Lion.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On the ready.
Off play action, it's Stanley. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down.
Down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Stanley looking to pass. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
Smith catches left side. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 24-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Squad red. Ready.
Now Stanley. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Second and goal from the 1. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And now we've got a third and goal situation.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. They were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Hey, smash Broncos!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go, Riggs, go. Hey, check that. Street.
Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger. Go, Champ. Ready.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Cup 19. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready?
Back to throw. Stanley. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. Stanley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down. Stanley checks this one down to Robinson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On first down, Stanley. And a dump off here to Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Slide through. Ready.
Stanley. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Watch out now. 50 ultra. Go ultra. Check, huh?
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
Ready?
Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good...
Touchdown, Falcons!
Bijan Robinson.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Try to get that one to Chris Olave.
And it's 2nd down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. Check, hurt. Ready.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler, 18 Pioneer. 70 Rangers, Panther Street, Panther Street.
He'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go.
So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the illegal forward pass also costs them a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Cut 19, cut 19. Buffalo 18. 79 Bronco, 19 Lion. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Ready? 19 tight, 19 tight. Big Lion. Go.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Second and 13.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
The score, Falcons 38, Saints 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet. and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Rattler. 18, Pioneer. 70 Ranger. Hey, smash Bronco.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This is 2nd and 8.
Cup 19. Buffalo 18.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught outright by Graham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, Riggs, go. Ready.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Hey, check that. Street. Go check.
Again, it's Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Kendre Miller
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Saints 17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. Stanley's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons.
Devontae Smith.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Saints 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Panther 11. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Three. Let go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Check smash.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Okay, break. Trap 60. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. 70 Ranger. Hurt.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Well, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready, set.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Check. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. '79 Broncos. Hurt. Ready.
Back to throw again. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Mustang 19. 19 tight. Panther Street.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Trap 60. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Right there. Right there. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ready up.
Ball placed at the 45 for second and 5. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready, go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Cross red.
Stanley looking to pass. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Falcons send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver.
Okay,
ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Graham's got it. Complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
On the ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go, Reed, go. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw again. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready, break. Cup 19, Cup 19. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Go Champ, go Champ.
Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Panther 11, Panther 11. Mustang 19. Freak. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Got it. Ready.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Warriors 70. 60 Bearcats, 60. Check smash. Trap 60, trap 60. Dragon 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game.
For the Falcons field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.